What is race? How well do we know what's true and what's false when it comes to race? We may not always be able to define race, but we can always tell race when we see it. False. In the 1986 Phipps case, the Supreme Court upheld the definition of Black as any person with African American ancestry despite his or her physical characteristics. We do not always know race when we see it, and the United States has not defined it in a consistent or scientific way. Anthropology provides evidence that all human beings are Black. True. If we accept a traceable amount of African ancestry as the only requirement for being Black, then all humans are Black. Anthropologists believe we are all descended from a common African ancestor. Race is a biological and scientific concept and does not change over time or vary from society to society. False. How we define race has changed over time. Race is a relatively new concept and varies greatly from country to country and culture to culture. Race and racism have been around since the beginning of time and will continue to exist as long as there are multiracial societies. False. Race and racism are modern developments. While ancient civilizations were indeed multiracial societies, they did not have the concepts of race or racism. Race and racism didn't fully emerge until the 18th century. True. Racism emerged in the 1700s as a means for rationalizing discrimination and social inequalities, particularly slavery. Racism has always been more of a problem in the southern U.S. than in other regions of the country. False. During the time of the American Revolution, many throughout the nation challenged slavery, asserting that it was incompatible with the principles of the Revolution. However, following the Revolution, a white supremacy movement grew in both the North and South. Racism was a nationwide problem. Racism does not explain the cause of slavery in America, but rather the other way around. True. Scholars in the field have found that race is not a creation of nature, but instead a product of history. The concept of race was used to justify slavery in America. Since the victories of the Civil Rights Movement, race and racism have declined as a significant political issue in America. False. Scholars have demonstrated that the issue of race is one of the driving forces in contemporary politics. Racial prejudice is the natural reaction of fear and suspicion automatically stimulated in the brain by the appearance of someone physically different from ourselves. This explains why humans naturally feel more comfortable around people of the same skin color. False. This misconception concerning racial prejudice has been reinforced through accounts in American textbooks. Race and ethnicity are products of history, creations of men and women rather than nature, and as such can be changed by men and women. True.